What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon the Trading Card Game for the Game Boy Color. It has been a little bit since I've uploaded, it's been a little bit since I've played. Japan has been busy as anticipated, and it's been good getting back into Danganronpa, so that's been taking up a lot of my time, but finally got a little bit of time to myself. Gonna sit down, play some Pokemon Trading Card Game. I'm really pumped for our championship match. Shout out to the NCPL championship match. But we're going up against Rod this time. We have taken down the 3 legendary bird decks. We took down the Dragon Master, I forget his name, Ronald maybe? Who had the legendary Dragonite, I think, deck. And now we finally have our final obstacle. At least I believe so. I don't really know what comes after this potentially, but if it's like any other Pokemon game, I would imagine this is the final obstacle. That said, we do need to, what's it called? We need to edit our deck. Well, potentially. I don't really know what to expect from Rod's deck. I feel like it's going to be very mixed. It's going to have a lot of those, like, Electabuzzes, those Magmars. So I think we're still going to want to stick with a pretty normally based deck so that we can just hit just about everything. I think we actually might not even really want to change it too much because the only thing that's really going to be immune to our normal types are going to be hit by probably the fighting types. Man, it has been a while. I need to make sure I'm all freshened up on what I need to do. And all the mechanics and everything, all the type effectiveness. I'm basically just going to be playing a little bit slow, checking everything before I proceed. So what else do we have in here? We've got Hitmonlees and Hitmonchans, and then the Rhyhorns and Rhydon. Yeah, I think we have a pretty solid team as it is. You guys, if you know what battling Rod is going to be like, are probably like trying to scream at me to bring a certain particular card or something that you think is going to be really good, but for the time being, I think we are good to go. Actually, you know what? Here I am thinking, I think we do need to modify the deck. Like, there's got to be some way to make this better than it is at the time for this particular battle. That said, I don't really know what that is, and I think I'm just going to have to play off of doing well regardless, so here we are. Rod, is your deck ready, Nick? I guess, I think so. I don't know what happens if we lose or anything, but okay, then let's begin this ultimate duel. It's time to duel. I was here first. The legendary Pokemon cards belong to me. I'll make it all too clear to you, Nick. It's a one-match duel with 6 prizes. Let it begin. Alright, against the legendary Ronald deck. Music too, the hype is real. Alright, let's see if I can do this. I remember the mechanics more or less. So what do we start off with? Probably Dratini, given we have a fighting energy and a grass energy, we can start attacking right away. If I recall correctly, it can do pound, and we can start boosting up the Tauros on the bench so that when that finally does get to going, it'll be all good to go. That's it, we don't have a lot of basic Pokemon, but we do have Bill. So we'll be able to get more cards. Hopefully we go first. We do not go first. It wouldn't be right if we ended the match without getting to go second. So Kangaskhan's going to be able to go for Fetch. Definitely a good card. Definitely a good card. Bulky, oh, we already get a double colorless energy. I'll keep that in the back so that we can, go for Pound with Dratini at the moment. Let me check, actually. Okay, so there is a retreat cost. It's good to know. We'll use Bill so we can get more cards, because having more tools to work with is better. And we'll throw the other Tauros on our bench, and we're looking in an okay position at the moment. We'll start doing some damage to this Kangaskhan, but we'll be able to start boosting up our Tauros in the back pretty soon, and that can wreak havoc. That can really do quite a bit of damage. Fetch is such a good idea. Oh, I should also mention, sorry, I don't know what's going on with my throat, but this is the first time I'm actually using my new Super Famicom controller. Oh, he evolved his thing into a Dragonair. Or no, did I? I got Dragonair. Ooh, this could be a game changer. Slam. Ooh, this could be a game changer. Do I want to go for the Dragonair, or do I want to boost up? Or do I want to boost up in the back with my Tauros? I think the play might be to boost up my Dragonair while I have it in front of me. It's at full health. I think that's what I'm gonna go for. Yeah, it's got plenty of health now. It can do a lot of damage with Slam. It can also potentially, do none. But I could also, with one more energy, go for Hyper Beam, which will keep things from boosting up against me, which will be really helpful to have early on. Yeah, and that's all we can really do for the time being anyway, so hopefully we get some heads. Hopefully we get some heads. Alright, we at least got one hit in there, which will be really nice. Oh, and I still forgot to check his hand. But yeah, this is the first time I'm... Oh, he's got a ton of... Ugh. That's so annoying. That's so annoying, actually. Of course, I should have known. I should have known. But yeah, this is the first time I'm using a Super Famicom controller, and I really like it. It's got a really nice feel to it. I really like the different colored buttons, and yeah, it feels a lot nicer. It's a lot tighter than my other SNES controllers, so definitely good there. I don't think there's anything else we can do because we need one more energy. I should check my opponent's playing area. He's got a Dratini, he's got a Kangaskhan, he's got a Jolteon in the back, which can go for double kick. Definitely worth noting. Definitely worth noting. Alright, then for the time being, we'll be done. We'll be able to go for Slam again next turn and potentially even knock this out. That said, Jolteon is going to be scary. But if we get one more energy and can eventually put Hyper Beam on this, we'll prevent Jolteon from actually being able to go for double kick, I believe, because we can just like continually remove its energies. So I'm going to throw another Fighting Energy on Dragonair so we can attack with what's actually in here and proceed from there. We have a potion just in case we do get hit by some of his bench mons. Okay, we at least get one hit, which is nice, which means that next turn we can attach an energy, assuming he doesn't play Super Energy Removal or anything like that, and go for a Hyper Beam to knock this out, which very consistently, not have to worry about missing with Slam. Alright, we'll play Pinsir on the bench, and then we'll throw, because we have a Pinsir, I'm going to throw the Fighting Energy on Dragonair, and we are now at full power. We can go for some Hyper Beams. We can discard energies. Force him to use energies on really what's ever in play at the moment to, if he wants to have it actually be, you know, useful, if he wants it to actually go for an attack. Ooh, now he's got a Dragonair. Ooh, that's scary. And it's got 3 energies now, I believe. Because, what's it called? Of course he gets 2 heads, of course. Because he's got a double colorless and then now a fire. But if we hit him with Hyper Beam, we can take away that double colorless energy, which will be really helpful. For the time being, I am going to use the potion on Dragonair. And what we can do is probably put a grass energy on Pinsir. Let me check real quick. It requires 2 grass. I think for the time being then, it might be better to play the Fighting Energy on Tauros, because I do have the Grass Energy potentially play on that too, and I have Computer Search if necessary, but I don't want to have to use that just yet. So I think I'm going to go for Hyper Beam here. Slam won't kill, or it probably won't kill. So I'd much rather go for Hyper Beam here. See if I force him to go for an attack. Let me check. Let me check this Jolteon. I definitely don't want to go in for Stun Needle. Yeah, I could force him to continually boost up this Jolteon that's in front of me. So, I think I'm going to go with Hyper Beam here. So that, unless he actually chooses to attach another energy to this Jolteon, he can't attack me. And that prevents him from setting up with something in the back. And it seems he doesn't even have energies to attack with. So that's good. We've got a Meowth as well, and now we have a Persian we can potentially use, so that's pretty cool. If it comes down to it, I could Computer Search for another double colorless energy as well. So I think I'm going to play the grass on Pinsir for the time being, because I could always search for a double colorless energy or something like that next turn. And at this point, I still think it makes sense to Hyper Beam, because I guarantee that unless he decides to waste one of his double colorless energy on a Jolteon he's about to die, he's definitely not going to be doing any damage to my Dragonair with this Jolteon next turn, and I don't think he'll be able to retreat because he doesn't have any energy, so I just want to play it safe, which is pretty typical of myself. We'll throw this on Tauros for the time being, so that's good to go, and then we can just straight up attack with Hyper Beam. Ooh, now that I think about it, he's got a Dragonair in the back. which could definitely put in work. It's able to go for Slam, I believe. Is he gonna... Oh, I hope he doesn't get another energy for it. That would be really annoying. He's got a Flareon. So all the evolutions. Hopefully he... Please, One-Tails. Yes, okay. So we're at least living... Oh! He's doing 0 damage. Yo, that's clean. And I believe the composition of his energies is 1 double colorless and 1 fire. So with this next turn, we can go for Hyper Beam and essentially neuter it, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I believe that's the case. So what we can do is I'm going to play Rhyhorn on the bench for the time being. We have a fighting energy. Do I want to give that to... Maybe I'll probably give that to Rhyhorn, actually, just to prep that in the back. And I can evolve Meowth into Persian for the time being. And yeah, what we're going to do is go for Hyper Beam here. Basically, we can get rid of his double colorless energy, so there's no way, unless he attaches another double colorless energy, that he is attacking me with this Dragonair next turn, which means we're in a really good spot. As I say that. Okay, well, he at least gets One-Tails. He gets One-Tails. So we are living this hit, and we'll be able to go for another Hyper Beam next turn, take away that double colorless energy. That means there's, I think, 2, maybe 3. What is that in the background? Are those cicadas? Gotta love Japan. And now we have a Rattata and Eradicate, so that's pretty neat. I will probably hold off on that for the time being. Oh my goodness, the cicadas are so loud. So we'll get rid of this double colorless energy, and again, this Dragonair shouldn't be able to attack. So, and if he does decide to use another double colorless energy, he has another double colorless energy. Oh my god. That said, okay, so we lose our Dragonair, sadly. Wow. Wow. Did not anticipate that. But I believe that's 3 double colorless energies used now, so I don't think he has any left to use. So, I guess that's worth noting. I don't have any other energies to attach. That said, because I don't have a double colorless energy, I have 2 fighting energies. If I get another energy next turn, even if he goes for Hyper Beam against me, I could knock him out, or I could essentially re-equip and go for another Stomp next turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for the Stomp here. And that's all, really. Okay, we don't get the heads, but that's not too big of a deal. It's going to be a 2-hit KO regardless. I think at this point we just hope he doesn't get 2 slams in a row. Or like, you know, both heads. He gets 1 heads, and he gets 1 tails. Nice. So we're going to be living. And I believe what's also going to be important is that we could, if we live whatever comes in next, potentially go for a powerful Rage. So definitely going to want to keep that in mind. I think... what do I want to go for here? What do I want to go for here? What's my retreat cost? It's pretty high. Do I want to play this fighting energy on anything? And if so, what? Rhyhorn only really needs 1. Well, it might need more if necessary later on. I'm going to give it to Rhyhorn for the time being, and we can still use Computer Search to get a double colorless energy next turn if necessary. So, for the time being, I think we're okay. I think we're going to get Revenge killed. I think we're going to go for Stomp here and knock out this Dragonair, which is really cool. But whatever comes in is probably going to be able to knock us out. I believe the Flareon in the back is looking pretty strong. We have a Switch, which is pretty cool, but he plays an Eevee. He plays an Eevee with a Fire Energy. I believe this can go for Tail Whip, which is really annoying. Or Quick Attack. Oh. Yikes. So let's hope this doesn't get heads. That's actually really strong. So we take 10 damage, and what's it called? I thought Quick Attack. Oh no, that's Agility with Raichu that potentially gives you invincibility. We drew another Eradicate, so we at least know that we can get rid of one of our Eradicates. Because we use the Dragonair, I think Dratini is more expendable too, so I'm going to play Rattata on the bench, and we potentially level or evolve that next time. I don't have any more energies on me because I gave that fighting energy, but what I could do in this turn is search for an energy and then go for Rage. Let me check real quick. 20 damage plus 10 more damage for each counter on Tauros. Okay, yeah. So I think that's the play, because then we just guarantee that we knock out this Eevee and get another prize card. And I'm going to want to take all of the hits that I can. So let's use computer search for the time being. And I have very dispensable Raticate and Dratini, so can definitely do that. What energy do I want to use is the real question. I'm not going to want to use any of my doubles. I'm probably going to want to use the fighting energy. They don't seem like they'll be as important this time. So we'll use the fighting energy on Tauros. And then we can attack with Rampage. And we will knock out this Eevee. And we don't even get confused, which is really cool. I don't know if he can attack us. I'm pretty sure he can. I think he has a Flareon just chilling in the back. No, he doesn't, apparently. He goes into Kangaskhan. And he's got an Eevee on the bench. Maybe I just keep seeing all these fire energies being attached to Eevees, and that's why I think he's got a Flareon. But let me check. Let me take a good look. No, he does have a Flareon. He does have a Flareon. Oh, but can it not attack yet? It can't. That's why, and it's gonna get knocked out by Rampage. Okay, let's check Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan cannot attack me next turn. Yeah, I'm not taking any damage next turn, so it makes sense to go for Stomp and then Rampage, I believe. Because we have a chance, we have a 50-50 chance to KO with that, given if we get the plus 10 damage boost from Stomp this turn. Do I want to attach an energy to anything? Probably Rhyhorn still. Given we still have a few double colorless energies chilling in the deck. Yeah, I'm attached to Rhyhorn. Especially given that might be super effective against Flareon as well. And then for the time being, we'll attack with Stomp. This will do 20 damage, plus 10 potentially. We don't get the plus 10, which is unfortunate. But like I said, this turn we are not going to be taking any damage. He cannot, unless he uses a switch card to get Flareon in and a double colorless energy. But for the time being, I don't think he can really do anything else. So we're not going to be taking any damage. And if we were to take, I don't know, 10 damage per se, we wouldn't really be, we would be put in Rampage range for KOing this. And so in a similar situation, I don't think he can actually do much. He can't retreat this Kangaskhan and attach an energy to his Eevee on the bench. So he can't go for quick attack either. So again, I think our best play is to actually go for Stomp again. And that way we guarantee the damage. We don't have to worry about confusion. And next turn we can go for Rampage and knock it out. Next turn we go for Rampage and pretty much get a knockout on whatever is against us. What's he gonna get from this draw? Huh? Okay, so he attached a fire energy to Dratini. Again, not going to be able to do too much, and if he does bring that Dratini in to attack, it's only going to be able to do 10 damage and then get knocked out by Rampage as well. We have another fighting energy. So many fighting energies. I'll throw that on Persian just to get that going. And then we can attack with Rampage and knock this out. Aw, and we do become confused, which is less than ideal. I maybe could have risked not getting confused, and instead, gone for 2 stomps, but I don't want to give him too many turns to set up, though I don't think he has any more double colorless energies. He is definitely setting up though. Pound comes out. Now, this is kind of it. If we get a 50-50 right here, if we don't get paralyzed, we're going to be in a great spot, so I'm just going to risk it. And we don't get confused! Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we are going to knock out this Dratini, and I think that's it. That's 70 damage, Tauros overkill much. I think that's it. Yeah, we took all the prizes, and we defeated Ronald. Nice. Oh, did I mix up Ronald and Rod's names earlier? I did. I totally did. That's so funny. We won the duel with Ronald. No, how could I lose? I'm sorry, but the legendary Pokemon cards have chosen Nick. The legendary Pokemon cards vanished from Ronald's deck. Whoa. No, my legendary Pokemon cards! No! This is so funny. They just were in his deck and they just vanished, and now they're materializing in front of Nick. Us, rather. Congratulations, Nick. You are a card master worthy of inheriting the legendary Pokemon cards. The legendary Pokemon cards recognize you as a true master. Oh, I love this music. Now, go through the Hall of Honor to receive the legendary cards. Yo, this is so hype. This is so hype. I'm loving this. Yo, the Hall of Honor. These are the legendary cards in front of us. Yo, can we just like soak in how cool this room looks? How wonderful this music is? The 4 legendary Pokemon cards float, glowing in the air. We got the legendary card Moltres. And then, ooh, Fire Giver, Dive Bomb, neat. Then we get the legendary card Articuno. So each of them had a legendary card, and we're going to be getting those cards now too. Pretty cool. Then legendary card Zapdos. My personal favorite of the 3 legendary birds. Big Thunder. Talking about big combos here. Shout out to Danganronpa. And then legendary card Dragonite. That's a really cool looking Dragonite card. And then if I recall correctly, these GB signs mean they're Game Boy exclusive. So these cards didn't actually exist in real life. And it's pretty cool to see the artwork and stuff on them. I love this sort of 8-bit art. Very cool. The legendary Pokemon cards speak to you. You who have inherited us. Great card, Master. This is so funny. The cards are speaking to us. Our Master must not forget. Inheriting us does not make you a Pokemon card Master. A true Pokemon card Master is one who has the skill to use the abilities of the different cards and the courage to duel powerful opponents, and most of all, the ability to love the Pokémon Trading Card Game. No matter what, win or lose, a new journey has just begun. Whoa. Is this the credits? Yeah, we're going through the credits. Wow, so that's the game. That's a pretty cool ending. Brainwashing, you will love the Pokemon Trading Card Game no matter what. But there's some truth to, you know, really loving the game whether you win or lose. It's about doing well, it's about trying hard, it's about having fun in the whole process, not just based on the result. I get that, I definitely get that. And wow, so we're in the credits right away. Let's talk about the game. This is my first time playing through this whole game. I played this game a ton as a kid. I really enjoyed this. I wouldn't say it was like super difficult. In the trading card game, you know, it's fun in and of itself. It's got a lot of skill. It's got a lot of strategy that goes into it, in my opinion. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than I, you know, scratched the surface of in this playthrough as far as strategy and stuff goes. This game didn't seem like it was too difficult, though it had its moments. But overall, it was a blast. I love this sort of the graphics, the music, the environments, the card collecting, the battling itself, the Pokemon. I'm in a very Pokemon mood, and I'm really glad that I kind of went back to this and beat this. It's a really cool game from my childhood, and it really ties well with the Pokemon trading cards. I love that they included some exclusive Game Boy games. I think it's obviously a little bit on the short end, given it's probably like, what, a 10-hour, maybe 10, 12 hours, but I guess that's relatively standard for Game Boy Color games at the time. I like the whole, you know, the little sequences. What was that? Ninokuni? Not Ninokuni. Something. Imakuni? Yeah, Imakuni. All the different, like, hitting cards and stuff. The, like, Elite Four. The leaders and stuff. It's very linear, but it's fun. It is what it is. It's not trying to be something crazy outside of the standard of the genre or anything like that. It just kind of acknowledges what it is and does it pretty well, and it's a lot of fun playing. I'm really surprised with how much I enjoy playing this game, and I want to thank you guys for coming along the journey with me. The Gentle 2, Faye, my friend Ben, all of you guys for your little tips here and there, for watching and sharing your thoughts on, you know, the luck, the reactions, the surprises we ran into in some of the battles and stuff. It made it a lot more fun. There's certainly no doubting that. And yeah, I don't know if I'm going to try the second game or not. I definitely want to. I have a ROM of it at the moment. I was actually looking for a hard copy while I'm in Japan, but I don't think I'll be able to obtain it because it's super rare and super expensive. But the second game is entirely in Japanese. I don't know if there's a translation out there or not, but let me know if you guys would be interested in that at some point. I definitely want to give it a go, and I think if it's going to be a fun experience like this, I think it would be a great little project to do. This was definitely fun. I was in a very Pokemon mood, and definitely a retro mood too. And I'm still in a bit of a retro mood, so we'll see some other retro games going forward. And I hope you guys are looking forward to those too. Also, question, do you guys want me to keep collecting the cards? Like, I don't know if there's much of a post-game at all. And then we're getting to the end of the credits here, but I'll look into if there's a post-game, if there's something we unlocked, if there's something special for unlocking all the cards, and if I can do so in a reasonable amount of time. I might try and do that as a special little bonus episode, but I think that's all there is. Let's see if it takes us back to the title screen. Nintendo, Creatures, Game Freak, Media Factory, Hudson Soft. Am I supposed to hit a button here, or is it can auto fade? Okay, yeah, so I hit start. Takes us back to the title screen. I wonder what happens when we start up. Oh, so we're back here. I wanna see if there's anything different. Let's see here. Congratulations, Nick. I hear you have inherited the legendary Pokemon cards. The strength of a deck does not depend on any single card, but on how skillfully you are able to use that card. The power of the legendary Pokemon cards depends on you. You must become a skilled card master. This is the challenge machine created by Dr. Mason. The challenge machine is a Pokemon card dueling machine. The rules of the game are simple. Choose one deck with which you must duel 5 computer opponents. If you can defeat the 5 opponents, you win. You can also play to extend your winning streak. Build a deck and give it a try, Nick. So is this kind of like a post-game challenge, per se? And maybe a streak? Do you win anything from it? I don't know. You finally inherited the legendary Pokemon cards. Did you see the legendary auto deck machine? It's a rumor that it's in the Hall of Honor at Pokemon Dome. It supposedly holds the secret to a very powerful deck. Ooh, well that's pretty neat. Hi Nick, how can I help you? Oh, please Sam. We don't need any more practice. We used all of these metal machines, right? Yeah, we did. Okay, well then let's go to the Hall of Honor real quick. Is there anywhere we didn't go? Did we go to the Pokemon Dome? Is that where we did this? Yeah, I don't think we went to the Challenge Hall, but I think it's just kind of like a play until... Are we gonna have to play them all? Enter the dueling star. We're unable to turn back. Oh no, I don't want to do that again. So I think we need to beat all of them again in order to access this legendary deck. I might do that, maybe not, we'll see. There's the Challenge Hall. I don't know too much about the Challenge Hall, if I recall correctly. Oh, the Challenge Cup isn't being held right now. Me, I'm waiting for the Challenge Cup to begin. Huh. I'm pretty curious about what this Challenge Cup is. This is where the Challenge Cup is held. The Challenge Cup may start at any time, so please visit the Challenge Hall often. When will the next one be? We've beaten the game now. How do we... Maybe this is like a IRL like event sort of thing where you can play. I don't know. I'll probably look into a couple things on the internet now. I'm not too bothered about being blind or not at this point. I'll look into how to get all the cards and potentially show you guys that. Potentially what other post-game things there are. But if not, I'll probably make a video detailing this Challenge Cup or something like that. But if not, be sure to check me out on like Twitter or something like that. I'll let you guys know if this series won't be continuing. There won't be a bonus video. For the time being, this will probably be the end though. This will probably be the finale. So again, I want to thank you all so much for checking out this playthrough and for all of your support up until this point. It's been a ton of fun and I'm really looking forward to future projects and I hope you guys are too, and I hope to see you guys in them. But until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.